Good afternoon from Constance Bay, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's a coolish day in this Zone 5A area of Canada. We had a huge storm come through yesterday. Most of Ottawa is without power, so it's been about 24 hours since the storm went through. So as you can listen carefully, you can probably hear the generator in the background, and there's generators all over the neighborhood. Apparently it's from Peterborough right up to Ottawa, Quebec side, everywhere around here. And we're probably looking at minimum another 24 hours without power, so we're on the generator. Anyways, we'll just take a quick look at the yard, and there's my new Trachycarpus fortunei, still doing well. Probably enjoying the rain and the cooler temperatures. Over here on this side of the yard, we're into Mexican fan palm zone. So here's one of the new ones, and you can see it's got one stressed out leaf or frond, which I showed you yesterday, but it's got a nice spear coming up. So it's got about I think four leaves plus the spear that look well. And here's my washi that I planted last year. You can see it's got the one stressed out leaf or frond, but with these palms, you keep them on until they turn completely brown because they're still providing nourishment to the tree itself, so they stay on. Passing by some tikis to have a look at the last big Mexican fan palm. And again, it's got some leaf damage or some frond damage, but it also is pushing out a new spear. Actually, two new spears, one opening up and another one coming in. And they often come in pairs of two like that. So you'll have one new frond opening up and another spear pushing through behind it. That's very usual. Over here is the cordyline and a little part that my wife gave me to add to our tropical atmosphere in the garden. And then over by the fence, we have all my palms that I started from seed last year. You can see some of them are turning slightly yellow. They're just adjusting to all the new sun that they're getting from being outside. But they'll do well. Here's one of my hibiscuses, and the other. Both were stressed out from, again, coming out into the light. And they're doing well. They've got a lot of new growth on them, and I also pruned them back as well. So hopefully we'll get a lot of new growth and a lot of flowering this year. And then on this side of the fence are my other palms from last year, and most of them were from seed. And they grew larger because they were placed into larger pots right away and given a little more fertilizer. And there's the rose bushes and the weigelias. Over here is my smallest banana plant that I just planted this year. It's doing really well, appreciating all the water we've been getting in the last few days. And the other banana plant, the one that's replacing my large one from last year, which didn't make it over the winter, and it's doing well. You can see some new leaf coming up the top. And then just on the other side of the gate, it's my last banana plant for this year, and it was the biggest one. And you can see it's pushing out a big new leaf, and it's got 2 or 3 pups at the bottom as well. They had started over the course of the winter as well, but doing well. And here's the bird of paradise garden. It's just like I told you before, it's growing. Now right in this spot, my wife took out a lot of ferns to give to a friend and a few hostas, so it's empty right now there, but that'll grow. And you can see the bird of paradise that's suffering, the little one, and hopefully will recover. And then over beside it is our large bird of paradise, and 12 feet high. Look at the size of those leaves. They're like about 4 feet long, just the leaf part itself. And a nice thick trunk and a few pups come out the bottom. I believe there's 2. And you'll see the leaves here are ripped, and that's normal for birds of paradise. The wind does that and makes the leaves more aerodynamic. They look beautiful when they first come out without any rips, but it's normal for them to get that way. And then over here are some of my new palms from this year that I planted from seed. I didn't have enough bigger pots yet, so they're staying in the little cups for now.